heads has twice as many teeth.
Twice as many?
Well, and you thought it was safe. Well, that's a mistake. Hold on and be brave, because it's not safe. But know that you thought it was, and baby, that was because you made a mistake. And you thought it was safe. Yeah, you thought it was safe. You thought it was safe.
And we're back. I know it might not look it from all this, but spring did actually spring while we were away. So, time to celebrate the only way I know how, with a shitty shark attack movie.
Oh no! Not like this!
Just not that one. Or that one.
Holy shit!
Or that one. There you're getting close. They were made by the same company. Ah, yes, the Asylum. While other filmmakers struggle to tell personal stories or realize stunning visions of brave new worlds, the Asylum, the second most honestly named production company in America, right behind Propaganda Studios, churns out cheap, crappy movies as fast as humanly possible. This, obviously, is nothing new, so you almost can't blame them. It's kind of like blaming birds for the fact that they don't have sphincter muscles. They just never evolved them. So over the last decade, the Asylum's become one of the most infamous names in straight-to-landfill video. And while all their movies can be entertaining, most of that flows from the fact that they all suck. What's worse is it's a tedious kind of suck, at best, and actively painful at worst. Especially in the case of the Asylum's so-called tie-in films, which exist specifically to dupe morons into buying them. It's easy. All you have to do is make a cheap knockoff of an upcoming blockbuster, give your cheap knockoff an astonishingly similar title, and release it to rental and retail outlets a few days before its big-budget template. It's a business plan that's paid the Asylum's bills since 2005, when their War of the Worlds hit store shelves just 2 days before Spielberg's hit theaters. This netted them a 100,000-unit order from Blockbuster Video, and after that, they were off to the races, proceeding to make The Da Vinci Treasure, Snakes on a Train, Death Racers, 100 Million BC, The Terminators, Paranormal Entity, and most infamously, to me at least, Transmorphers. But seriously, I remember being stuck on a bus in 2007, eavesdropping on two dolts as they got into a very serious and eventually very heated argument about the difference between the Asylum's Transmorphers and Michael Bay's Transformers.
So what do you kids know about aliens, huh?
It went something like this. Nah, fool! Transformers just came out in theaters. I just saw that shit last week. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, there's this movie at the video store called Transmorphers. Nah, man, can't be. Like I said, I just saw that shit last week in the theaters. Nah, but what I'm saying is, at the video store, there's this movie called Transmorphers. And so on, for 20 fucking minutes. All of which is a great way for me to avoid talking about Two-Headed Shark Attack, which, despite its title, has nothing whatsoever to do with that other pack of shitty Jaws ripoffs, the Shark Attack series. Meaning, as of this recording, Shark Attack's biggest contribution to our culture remains this line from Shark Attack 3.
You know, I'm really wired. What do you say I take you home and eat your pussy?
And you know what? Now that I think about it, it also means I found a movie so bad, it actively made me wish I were watching Shark Attack 3. After starting off promisingly with, what else, right? A two-headed shark attack, and the first appearance of the twin rubber shark heads, which will be the third and fourth best things about this movie, we hit the same brick wall so many other straight-to-landfill horror movies smack right into. A brick wall made of college kids. Partying.
It's all part of a new program we like to call Deep Hurting. Deep Hurting.
At least they aren't college kids pretending to be high school students. And I always knew these semester at sea programs are full of shit anyway. If you think you recognize their professor, it's because you watched the TV show Sliders way after it stopped being worthwhile. And I'm not even going to think about the possibility that some in my audience have actually watched his season on The Bachelor. Yeah, that's Jerry O'Connell's little brother Charlie right there, having finally found a parallel universe he can call his home. After all, in this dimension, he's married to Carmen Electra. Wouldn't you stick around? I mean... Christ. Look, kids.
Never been afraid of dirty jobs.
It's Carmen Electra. That's what the shot's there for, right? To go, hey kids, it's Carmen Electra! Lots of shots in this movie like that. Strategically deployed in the hope of distracting me from the movie's various flaws. Like the fact that there are too many damn kids in this shark food pool. And I think I know why. A little later, the character I'm going to refer to as Jewish American Princess will say,
2 heads is twice as many teeth.
Twice as many?
yes, and twice as many brick-headed stereotypes for me to sneer at until those 2 heads chow down on them. 2 at a time. First, there's Cole, the douche-master general, and his 2-man, 1-woman backup band of protein shake-swilling assholes.
With results like these? How could you not?
Who all kind of remind me of that one good joke from Transformers 2.
That your car in our bushes?
No, there's a friend of mine. He just went to get you a tighter shirt.
There isn't a tighter shirt. We checked.
This pumps.
Plus, we get no less than 2 token black girls, neither of whom will do anything but complain.
I signed up for this semester thinking I'd be soaking up rays and sipping margaritas, not studying some stupid-ass tool.
There's the obligatory panicky girl.
Oh God, we're sinking.
And the token nerd, who at least gets to be the protagonist these days. Back in the 80s, he would have been the serial killer rapist in training, with the masks and the sneaking up behind people and grabbing their shoulders from just off frame for no reason. Ugh. Here, at least, he gets to act like a human being and even has a hot girl draped over his arm. And that hot girl happens to be Hulk Hogan's daughter. Hey, just be glad I'm telling you now, before you spend 45 minutes staring at her bone structure. Imagine how I felt after my sadistic friends sprung the news on me halfway through the movie. Like there was egg on my face.
You know I don't like egg on my face.
Hadn't thought of that.
Oh, come on. We see her cuddling up to Token Nerd during her introduction, and giving the Token Stoner shit for no good reason.
So, how do we use this thing?
Oh, you wouldn't know. You can't smoke out of it.
So we know she's gonna be the final girl, even before she gives us the only backstory in the movie. Sticking with Friday the 13th Part 3 for a second, she's Chris, the girl with the tragic past that will inevitably and ironically prepare her to overcome the challenges of the present bloody fucking blah.
Since then, I still haven't been in the water.
So then, why'd you sign up for a semester at sea?
I know.
Before that, though, everyone's stranded when Professor Jerry's brother manages to jam a dead shark into the propellers by being an idiot. Our titular 2-headed shark completes the destruction, and suddenly we're on Gilligan's Isle.
Is that an island?
An atoll.
Okay, so it's Gilligan's Atoll. Whatever. Note the entire boat's worth of kids manages to get themselves onto the island with no problems at all. Psst. That'll be important later on. Meanwhile, Captain O'Connell's first mate Steffi tries to patch the hull, and fails. Now, that's an interesting death scene, because here we see the Asylum trying to use their 2-headed shark to some effect, apart from the obvious effect of making us buy the movie because we're idiots. Let's pretend you're doing a 2-headed shark movie, and I'll be the smarmy executive asking you the annoying questions. Like, how is this any different from a 1-headed shark movie? It better stand out somehow, because I got 30 years worth of those puppies to choose from, so why the fuck should I bother choosing yours? Oh, hey kids, it's Carmen Electra. What else you got, 2-headed shark attack?
All right, who's getting nude first? Come on now.
Okay, look. Asylum. I know we've had our differences in the past.
Come on, Haley. Don't be such a prude.
And you're obviously trying to make it up to me.
Is this more like what you had in mind, Kurt?
This is exactly what I had in mind.
I can respect that. Even appreciate it. But really, I'm not that important.
Maybe he should join. Okay.
You don't have to make these movies to please me. And, you know, it's probably better if you don't, because there is such a thing as trying too hard. And, brother... Now, how in the name of hell is a two-headed shark gonna sneak up on three people in water that's only hip deep? You'd see a fin, for Christ's sake. And the lack of current would mean the damn thing would drown.
That's not opinion. That's science. And science is one cold-hearted bitch with a 14-inch strap-on.
Oh, hey kids, it's Carmen Electra. You see how this works? Yeah. Apparently, searching for some scrap metal, the rest of our fearless semester at C class finds the set of Zombie 2 and lays on some foreshadowing.
Dude, check it out, it's got my arm.
After an endless eternity of this, even I'm waiting for the fucking zombies to hurry up and get here. I mean, look, we've already got the Fulci-mandated abandoned church ready to go. All we need's a mad scientist.
Well, first step, I think, we explore this ghost town island, Jaws or no Jaws.
Whoa. Do you really want to get self-referential on me, two-headed shark attack? Really? Because why, if these kids live in a world where Jaws exists, does it take them almost an hour to figure out they're stuck in a Jaws ripoff? It's like that bit in Scream where Sydney complains about bimbos running upstairs when they should be going out the front door, right before she runs upstairs when she should be going out the front door.
It's insulting.
You might ask what could force all these people back into the water now that they've stumbled on such a pristine jungle paradise. How about some random earthquakes? So random the director forgot to shake the camera, completing the illusion that an earthquake's actually occurred. Seriously, this is bare bones, basic, original series Star Trek stuff here, guys. And you failed.
What's happening?
It's a two-part process. The actors all stumble around in unison while you shake the camera, making it look like the whole world's shaking. You can't just do one or the other, you need to do both, or you'll confuse the hell out of people who've spent their entire lives watching stuff made by competent filmmakers.
Are you saying that at any second, all of this could just, boom, drop into the ocean?
Anything else you want to hit us with? Anything?
Well, okay, how about this? Apparently, the emergency beacon on their boat is so poorly designed you have to scuttle the damn thing in order to activate it.
To activate it means we have to scuttle the ship.
And I don't even want to think about how the shark took out their one radio. Because, you know, it's not like boats carry backups or anything. Redundant systems? Perish the thought.
God damn, you look gorgeous.
So helpful. Now this guy. I'm not quite sure what his deal is, but based on the ugly-ass color scheme of his shorts and the fact that no one can be this douchey naturally...
These guns, one pull.
I can't help but think he's been taken over by some kind of alien symbiote, like the one that bonded with Spider-Man. I mean, Cole was obviously a douche from the start, or the symbiote wouldn't have honed onto him in the first place, and once it bonded with him, it naturally enhanced all of his douchebag powers. So while it might look like he's talking to himself right here before he steals the repaired boat...
Don't look back. Don't look back.
He's really talking to his other, as comic book Venom would put it. The boat's engines, of course, draw the shark into attacking, so Douchemaster General flees in the rubber raft. The rubber raft that's been sitting on boat this whole time when it could have been used to ferry everyone over to the island. Or back. So how'd everybody get onto the island without the shark destroying their little inflatable dinghy there? Hey kids, it's Carmen Electra.
I think we're good.
And suddenly we're in a Roland Emmerich movie.
I'm praying a tidal wave. I wanna see the ground give way. I wanna watch it all go down.
No, no, no. We can do better than that.
Somehow, a whole shitload of shark bait survives this mini tsunami. They find that church from Zombie 2, they go into church, church is in the water, shark's in the water. Our shark. So it's only a matter of seconds before it kills everyone who isn't under the Hogan family's protection. Some other stuff happens, but as you probably gathered, most of this movie's waiting around for the CGI artist to do something completely insane. Or for the editors to do something completely incompetent. Like there's this one part. So they show this shark attacking douchebag's raft before it actually attacks douchebag's raft. And then they show the same shot of the shark attacking douchebag's raft again. This is only the most glaring continuity error, since every shark attack has at least one and often more weird little flubs that we're all supposed to be too drunk, high, or distracted by boobies to notice. Seriously though, going, "Hey kids, it's so-and-so and she has boobs," might have worked in the 70s, but these days we've got this little thing called the internet. So, if I want to see Carmen Electra's or Hulk Hogan's daughter's tits, I don't really need a two-headed shark movie to help me do that. So why in the name of Bruce Campbell did I check out this movie? And why should any of you? Is it just for the novelty of the two-headed shark?
Kate, are you okay? Kate, please stop.
No, by all means, keep walking. Well, okay, those are pretty novel too. So why'd I do this in the first place? Mostly, it was to illustrate the dire state of the American giant monster movie in this benighted 21st century of ours. Because we've got to admit, when the only two production companies working in your genre are the Asylum and the Sci-Fi Channel, yeah, our beloved genre's got some real issues at play here.
We'll meet back here at 8 a.m. Don't be late.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too, but... You know, I'm really wired. What do you say I take you home and eat your pussy?
Mayday, please! Anybody there? I'm sinking! And there's a two-headed shark attacking me!